Truckin' Park in Houston. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Chicago White Sox taking on the Houston Astros. First pitch coming at you right after the break. About to get started here, and towing the slab in this one, Framber Valdez.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Luis Robert now. Robert, the native of Cuba, signed with the White Sox in May of 2017. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Benintendi up here.
Runner,
to first, and he breaks for second. To second, and he's out.
So much for the first hit right there. Good move, and he had him leaning all the way.
Swing and a miss at a slider.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Catcher has it, fires to first. Out. That completes the strikeout inning. We go to the bottom of the first, and stepping in for the Astros, Jose Altuve. That's down and in. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Towards first, and that chance handled. Takes it himself. Out. 1 gone, bottom half of the first. Isaac Paredes, the next to hit. Not even close there. Now 2 balls and a strike. 1 out, bases empty. Tap foul at the plate. Out to short. To first. And that quickly 2 away.
Batting third, designated hitter, Yordan Alvarez.
Here's Yordan Alvarez. Swings and misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Just a little too quick on that front shoulder, front hip, front foot. Everything comes open. No way of making contact with that one.
Way high there, and the count is filled up. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. Back here in Houston, and here's the first baseman, Andrew Vaughn. Curveball over for a called strike.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
And that's down and away.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. On the ground to third. Zips it to first. 1 out in the second. Here's Josh Rojas.
Batting fifth, third baseman, Josh Rojas.
One down, base is empty.
Ball.
Joe McDonald doing the home plate duties here.
Well, Joe's an interesting one. I'm always trying to figure out what exactly his zone is. Feels like he kind of moves around from game to game, sometimes inning to inning. Well, you see him trying to pull that inside pitch right there, and that's not the kind of approach that you want to have. Even if you do get to it, it's going to be very difficult to keep it fair. You're just going to make it a long strike at best. You have to be able to stay within the baseball on the inside of that path to it, and that way, if you're a little quick, the ball gets hit hard somewhere, and it's not foul.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. And that keeps the inning going.
Batting seventh, the designated hitter, Miguel Vargas.
Miguel Vargas steps to the plate for the White Sox. Swings through that.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Sosa, the runner at first with 2 gone. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. 1 hit, 1 left. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. We're tied 0-0. Bottom of the second. So here's the Astros cleanup hitter, Christian Walker.
Christian Walker.
Next offering is downstairs.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. The wind of the pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's the first out.
Batting fifth, catcher.
At the plate is the Astros catcher, Yainer Diaz. Late with the swing there.
1-2.
Nothing here in the bottom of the second. Up the middle, into the outfield, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there was just no one there to knock it down.
One down. And now Jeremy Pena. Ground ball right side. That's a base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, 1 out.
Back-to-back base hits. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
2-2.
Sometimes being lucky is a swing and miss. If he makes contact with that pitch, probably hits into a double play.
2 on, 1 out. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Breaking ball misses down and away.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Mauricio Dubon in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Got him swinging.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone. And a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
Here's Mauricio Dubon. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one carried. Gone. It finds the Crawford boxes. A home run.
Anytime we have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. But the biggest swing of the inning comes right here, a 3-run homer. It's now 3-0. Back after this on the show. Back here at Dyken Park, and stepping in is the speedy Brooks Baldwin. That one missing inside.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
McCormick hauls it in, and there's one away. Here's Corey Lee. One down, base is empty. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Oh, what a stop to first. And that's a great play for the out.
Well, you can see right there, he looks very comfortable going to the backhand. Nice diving stop, gets up to complete the play. That'll fire the team up for sure.
Here's Mike Tauchman. 2 outs. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Off the mark there. It's 2-2. And a swing and a miss. And the White Sox go quietly. 1-2-3 go the White Sox. Still down 3-0. Back here in Houston as we go to the last of the third. Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. That misses the zone. The count now 2-2.
Well, he's back out here for the third, and after the first couple of innings, pretty rough. I think the skipper's looking for him to give him a little bit of length, see if he can save the bullpen some.
Isaac Paredes up next for the Astros. Outside low, 2-2. Outside.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
To the right side. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. The throw comes in too late, and he's on at first. One gone, runner at first. Air Jordan steps in to take his hats. Right through there for a strike. Paredes, the base runner at first with 1 out. Pitch misses. 3-2 now. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Number 64, the rookie right-hander, is getting loose. Boozer also getting ready. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Martin Perez done for the day. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute. So they turn things over to the righty, number 64.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And now it's Christian Walker.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2, get out of this.
2 on, 1 out. And that one is lifted in the air. Robert moves under it. He makes the grab. 2 away. Yainer Diaz up next for the Astros. And that one ripped into right. That is the inning. 2 left for the Astros, but they lead it 3-0. On to the 4th. Now here is Luis Robert Jr.
Luis Robert Jr.
On the ground, right side. He'll do it himself. Out. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th. Now it's Andrew Benintendi to hit. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. Andrew Vaughn now. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
Pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Inside, and a count now even up. Stays alive. That one to first, into the outfield, base hit, and that extends the inning. Josh Rojas steps to the plate for the White Sox. That's too low, and it's 3-2.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Good job to fight that one off. Vaughn leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Up the middle. Altuve sends it to first, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. So 1 hit is all they get. On now to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Astros 3 and the White Sox nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Jeremy Pena. So now 1-2.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
Swing and a line drive, slicing into right field. Base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Now batting, left fielder.
So next up for Houston, Chas McCormick.
Ball 2.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
And a foul ball. Runner at first with no outs here. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 1 gone here.
Up next for the
Mauricio
Astros.
Dubon. Up next for the Astros.
Mauricio Dubon.
Close, but called the ball. And the count is 3-1. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Ground ball left side, could be two. Off balance feed, there's one. Double play. And that'll do it for the inning. No runs, one hit, no errors, and no one left. We're headed to the fifth. It's the Astros 3 and the White Sox nothing. All set for the start of the inning. Now it's the second baseman, Lenny Sosa. The White Sox in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at bat out of him right here.
Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Walker makes the grab, one down.
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush.
Now
Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you,
Miguel
he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
Now it's the DH, Miguel Vargas. One down, base is empty.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Two down, base is empty. Brooks Baldwin steps to the plate for the White Sox. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. Diaz down to first. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning.
Now pitching for
Jordan
Chicago.
Leisure will take over
Number
here.
49. Jordan Leisure.
And now the center fielder, Jake Myers.
Center fielder,
Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. The 1-1. Fought off foul.
And I would say that most great defensive outfielders, it's kind of natural. There is some work that you can do to it to improve your game, but ultimately you either have it or you don't. There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial gold glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
Next offering misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play a ton of baseball as a kid. Remember Mark Kotsay was a real good defensive outfielder. Good instincts, not great speed. Got him looking. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. Jose Altuve up to hit here.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. There's the strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. knowing that they can miss the bat. Tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss.
1-2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
2 outs, base is empty. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And he strikes out. And we're back. Top 6. Here's the catcher, Corey Lee. Strike 2.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Fouls it off, still 1-2. It's in and out of his glove. Still able to fire over, and they get it. The misplay made it a bit messy, but they cleaned things up for the out. Mike Tauchman steps to the plate for the White Sox.
Two, 1.
Grounds one to short. Fires across the diamond. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
2 outs, base is empty. So here's Robert now. The delivery to Robert. And it's fouled away. Two balls, 2 strikes to count with 2 outs.
2-2.
And that one missing low. Ground ball up the middle. Altuve slings to first. And they take pitching change here. Cam Boozer.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here. So we'll see how it works out.
Now it's Yordan Alvarez. Singing, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Swing and a pop-up. Sosa. And it's caught for the out.
Now batting first baseman, Christian Walker.
Christian Walker up next for the Astros.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely. Try to hit the ball out of the park. Do what he loves to do.
Just missed. Swings through that one for strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And the sweeper misses. High fly ball out towards left field. Back there. Gone. He doinks it off the foul pole.
Well, he really crushed that thing down the line, and everyone had to hold their breath until it clanked off the pole. And every time that happens, it just kind of feels like a trick shot or something. But really, it's just a stroke of luck that it stays fair long enough.
Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
2 down, nobody on. Swing and a ground ball out to short. In time to Vaughn. And that is that. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now a 4-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball. Back here at Daikin Park, top of inning number 7. There's been intending to start it off. Swings through that one out in front that time.
So impressive how the velo is still there even this deep into the outing.
Up the middle, Pena. The throw to first.
That's an out.
That's the first out, the top of the 7th.
Now batting, first baseman, Andrew Vaughn.
And up next for Chicago, Andrew Vaughn. Next offering is fouled back. On the ground, right side. Altuve handles it in plenty of time to first, and 2 away to start the 7th.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
So they're down to their final out. Josh Rojas steps to the plate for the White Sox. 2 outs. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. This could end it. Got him, and that's the ball game.